drama, chaos, and money, lots of it. That's exactly what's swirling around college football superstar Travis Hunter right now. And fans can't believe who's at the center of the storm. None other than the outspoken, never-holds-back Stephen A. Smith. What started as whispers about Hunter's nil deals has now exploded into a full-blown saga. With accusations flying, alliances breaking, and reputations hanging by a thread. Stephen A., known for lighting up the sports world with his fiery takes, didn't just call out Hunter's spending habits, he pulled back the curtain on private details no one was supposed to know. And once those secrets spilled into the public eye, everything changed. Fans are stunned, teammates are whispering behind closed doors, and Hunter's own family is reportedly at odds over who's telling the truth. Was Stephen A. exposing a hidden truth about Travis's money drama, or was this just another attempt to create chaos and boost ratings? Either way, the fallout has been nothing short of explosive. The question now is simple. Can Travis Hunter handle the weight of this scandal, or will the pressure tear apart everything he's built? Because trust me, you haven't heard the half of it under the hot lights of the sports world. When everyone thought the focus was on touchdowns, highlight reels, and draft projections, a darker narrative began to take shape. Travis Hunter, the two-way phenom who had been celebrated for rewriting what it means to be a college athlete, suddenly found himself at the center of a money storm. Whispers of overspending, shady contracts, and unkept promises started to creep into locker room conversations. And then came the bombshell. Stephen A. Smith, the man known for never holding back, decided to put Hunter's financial dealings on full display. Fans thought it was just another segment filled with heated takes. But what Stephen A. revealed left mouths wide open. The broadcast started with Stephen leaning forward in his chair, voice sharp and deliberate. "I don't care what anybody says, the boy is reckless with his money," he declared, stabbing the air with his finger as if pointing directly at Hunter. And the people around him, they're enabling it. We're talking about luxury cars, designer fits every week, and wild nights that don't match his brand. And that's just the surface. This kid is burning through millions before he even makes it to the league. The audience gasped. Twitter lit up like fireworks. Suddenly, everyone had an opinion. Hunter, who had been known for his calm demeanor on the field, was caught off guard. He was watching from his apartment. Friends gathered around when the words hit the screen. "What? Reckless. He's lying." Hunter shouted, slamming his phone onto the table. One of his closest friends, Malik, shook his head nervously. "Bro, this is bad. You know how quick people turn? If Stephen A. said it, folks, gone, believe it." The reaction didn't stop with fans. Teammates at Colorado whispered about it in the locker room. One anonymous player reportedly told a local reporter, "If what Stephen A's saying is true, it's gonna split this team. Some of us are grinding just to keep our scholarships, and Travis is out here blowing money. Like, he already signed a $100 million deal." The family wasn't spared either. Hunter's mother, Denise, was devastated. She had always prided herself on raising her son to be responsible despite the sudden fame and attention. When her phone rang nonstop with relatives asking if the rumors were true, she broke down in tears. "My baby is not reckless. He's just enjoying his blessings," she whispered through sobs. Yet deep inside, even she wondered about the late-night charges on Travis's card, the shopping bags that seemed to pile up every time he visited. The story didn't just stop at accusations. Stephen A. doubled down the next morning on his radio show. "People want to come at me like I'm being too harsh, but let's keep it real. I've seen this movie before. Talented young brother gets money, starts spending, ignores advice, and boom, he's broke before 30. I'm not making this up. I'm warning him." But Travis didn't take it as a warning. He took it as an attack. The next day, he jumped on Instagram Live, face tight with frustration. "Look, man, I respect Stephen A., but he don't know me. He don't know what I do behind the scenes. Okay, I got nice things, but I take care of my family too. I invest, I save. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Fans flooded the chat with fire emojis, clapping hands, but behind the camera. The people closest to him weren't so sure. Malik leaned in once the live ended. Bro, you really investing like that? Or you just saying that for the gram? Travis glared at him, but the silence said more than words. And then came the first twist. A leaked document began circulating online. ALLEGEDLY, showing that one of Hunter's biggest NIL deals had fallen through because of misuse of funds. The sponsor, an up-and-coming athletic wear brand, supposedly backed out after claiming Travis had spent a six-figure advance in ways that violated the agreement. When the receipts hit social media, showing club bills, luxury hotels, and even a rumor about an extravagant gift for a mystery woman, fans were stunned. His supporters defended him, saying every young athlete deserves to enjoy life. But critics pounced. This is exactly what Stephen A. was talking about. One fan tweeted, racking up thousands of likes. Back at home, the tension thickened. Denise confronted her son in the living room. Travis, please tell me this isn't true. Tell me you didn't blow that money. He avoided her eyes. Mom, it's not like that. It's people exaggerating. I did what I had to do, but she wasn't convinced. What you had to do. Baby, what you had to do was think about the future. The argument escalated until his younger sister ran out of the room crying. Why is everyone fighting about money? She shouted. I hate this. The family, once tight-knit, now felt the cracks forming. Meanwhile, Stephen A. wasn't finished. In an interview later that week, he claimed he had been contacted by sources close to Hunter's camp, who confirmed the spending habits. This ain't just me talking. People around him are worried. I'm doing him a favor by bringing this to light. But here's where the drama deepened. One of those so-called sources was revealed to be none other than Malik, the same friend who had been by Travis's side during the live stream, had secretly spoken to a reporter. When the truth came out, the betrayal cut deep. Hunter confronted Malik at a private practice. You're the one running your mouth. After everything. Malik tried to defend himself. Man, I wasn't trying to betray you. I just told them I was worried. I didn't think it would blow up like this. But for Hunter, the damage was done. You ruined me. Chose attention over loyalty. Fans caught wind of the falling out when Hunter unfollowed Malik on all social platforms. The internet ate it up, labeling it the ultimate friendship. Betrayal. With his family divided, sponsors questioning him, and his closest friend exposed as a leak, Travis's world spun out of control. But the story was far from over, because just as the dust began to settle, another figure emerged, an estranged uncle with claims that would shake the Hunter family to its core. And that's exactly where the drama escalated into something nobody saw coming. The whispers about Travis Hunter's uncle started as background noise, the kind of family gossip that rarely leaves Thanksgiving tables or group chats. But once the money drama hit national television, the estranged uncle decided it was his moment to strike. His name was Jerome, a man who had been absent from family gatherings for nearly a decade, yet suddenly resurfaced with shocking claims that threatened to drag Travis deeper into the chaos. I'm not surprised one bit. Jerome declared in an interview with a local Atlanta podcast, "That boy been reckless since high school, and y'all don't even know the half. He owes me money. I loaned him $10,000 when he first started blowing up, and he never paid me back." The clip went viral within hours. Fans couldn't believe it. Some defended Travis, calling Jerome a clout chaser, desperate for attention. Others saw it as proof that the young star had a history of mishandling his finances. Travis was livid. He slammed his fist on the table when his cousin showed him the video. Uncle Jerome, it's a man who disappeared for years. Now he wanna pop up acting like he made me. I'm not letting that slide. But his mother Denise was torn. She knew Jerome had once been close to the family, even helping her out when times were rough. "Travis, don't make it worse," she pleaded. "He's family, whether you like it or not." The divide widened. Fans noticed that Denise followed Jerome on Facebook again, sparking rumors that she might believe him. Blogs ran headlines like, "Hunter family divided over money war," and "Travis's own mother sides with uncle." The situation spiraled when Jerome appeared on a morning talk show, sitting confidently in his pressed suit, feeding the drama. Let's be real. This boy got millions in NIL deals but can't take care of family. "I helped raise him when his daddy wasn't around. I deserve respect. I deserve my cut." Those words hit Travis like a sucker punch. His father, who had been largely absent from the spotlight, felt humiliated. "Don't you let that man talk about me on TV," his father warned during a tense phone call. "You better shut him down before I do." The father-son relationship, already shaky, became strained. Travis found himself pulled in three directions, defending himself publicly, trying to hold his family together, and dealing with the betrayal of his best friend, Malik. Fans started taking sides. On Twitter, hashtags like #TeamTravis and #TeamJerome trended simultaneously. Memes popped up showing Stephen A. Smith with devil horns stirring a pot labeled "Hunter Family Drama." Meanwhile, Malik wasn't done either. Feeling guilty yet bitter after being exposed as the source, he began dropping cryptic tweets. "Funny how people act like they got it all together but still call you at 2 a.m. asking for help." The internet exploded with speculation. What kind of help had Travis been asking for? Was it about money? Travis tried to drown out the noise by focusing on football, but even practice wasn't safe. Teammates whispered behind his back, and one player finally confronted him after drills. "Yo, Travis, you bringing too much drama into this locker room, man? We trying to win, not deal with soap operas." The tension boiled over, leading to a near fist fight that coaches had to break up. Back at home, Denise sat down with her son, this time with a calmer voice. "Baby, listen to me. This is bigger than football now. Your uncle, your friend, the media, they all eating off your name. But you gotta ask yourself, are you giving them reasons?" Travis's eyes watered though. He tried to hide it. "Mom, I'm just trying to live. I'm 20. I'm not perfect. Why everybody acting like I'm supposed to have it all figured out?" Her silence was heavy. It was the silence of a mother who didn't have an answer. And then came another twist. A former girlfriend of Travis, known only as Kayla, decided to speak out. She posted a TikTok claiming that Travis had once given her an expensive car as a gift, only to later ask for it back when their relationship fell apart. "He talks about being responsible, but he's just messy," she said, rolling her eyes in the video. The TikTok racked up millions of views. Fans debated whether it was true. But the damage to Travis's reputation was undeniable. Stephen A. Smith seized the opportunity to pour gasoline on the fire. On his next show, he leaned back in his chair, smirked, and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to tell y'all, the young brother is drowning. His girlfriend's coming out, uncle's demanding money, teammates frustrated, and you still want to tell me I'm wrong for calling it out? Please." The camera cut to his co-host, who shook his head. "But Stephen, don't you think you're making it worse, airing all this out, fueling the drama?" Stephen snapped back. "No, I'm not making it worse. I'm exposing the truth. And the truth is ugly." Viewers ate it up. The ratings soared. And behind the scenes, Travis's management team was in panic mode. One of his agents called him late at night, voice tense. "Travis, listen to me carefully. If this keeps going, you're gonna lose more deals. Sponsors don't like messy headlines. We need to clean this up now." But Travis wasn't ready to play nice. "Man, they don't care about me. They care about their image. Nobody's looking out for me. Everybody's just trying to make $1 off my name." His frustration boiled over during another Instagram Live where he broke down in front of thousands of viewers. "I don't know who to trust anymore. my own family out here chasing clout. People I thought were my brothers stabbing me in the back. On the media. They don't care if I make it. They just want a story. I'm human too, man. I got feelings. The vulnerability shocked fans, sparking a wave of sympathy. Hashtag shifted overnight to hashtag pray for Travis and hashtag protect Travis. But just when it seemed like the tide might turn in his favor, Jerome dropped his biggest claim yet, that Travis had a secret bank account used to hide money from both the family and the IRS. The allegation was explosive. News outlets ran wild. With it, was Travis secretly dodging taxes? Was he hiding funds from his own mother? The Hunter family, already shaken, was thrown into chaos once more. Denise begged her brother Jerome to stop. "You're tearing us apart," she cried over the phone. But Jerome refused. "I'm just telling the truth, sis. The world deserves to know." And that's when the government itself came knocking, asking questions about Travis's finances. It was no longer just a family feud or a Stephen A. Smith rant. It had become an official investigation, and the stakes had never been higher. The moment word got out that government officials were looking into Travis Hunter's finances, the entire atmosphere around him shifted from gossip to fear. No longer was this just a story about Stephen A. Smith throwing shade or an uncle stirring the pot. This was now about potential legal trouble, investigations, and a young star's future hanging by a thread. A letter arrived at the Hunter household, marked confidential, summoning Travis to provide documentation about his recent earnings and sponsorships. His mother Denise opened it with trembling hands. "Lord, what have we gotten into?" she whispered. When Travis came downstairs and saw her pale face, he snatched the paper. "They can't be serious. I'm just a kid. I don't even know half this paperwork stuff." But the government was serious. Agents were asking questions about where the money was going, why certain expenses didn't line up with reported income, and whether some of the so-called gifts were actually hidden payments. Fans online went wild. Yo, Travis getting investigated. This is spiraling out of control. Another wrote, Stephen A. literally manifested this drama into existence. Twitter Spaces buzzed with debates, some defending Travis as just another young athlete exploited by adults, others accusing him of being careless and shady at practice. Hunter's coaches noticed his distracted play. "You've got to get your head in the game, Travis," one coach barked. But his eyes told the truth. He was scared. Adding to the storm, Jerome refused to back down. In a new interview, he claimed he was cooperating with investigators. If the boy was straight, he got nothing to worry about. If he's hiding stuff, they'll find it. "I'm just doing my civic duty." That betrayal cut deeper than anything before. When Denise confronted her brother, the fight turned ugly. "Jerome, you're destroying your nephew's life for clout," she yelled. "It's blood, your own family." Jerome's voice was cold. "Family don't mean you protect lies. He's dirty, he's dirty." The conversation ended with Denise slamming the phone down, tears streaming down her face. But then came another twist. Malik, the former best friend, stepped back into the spotlight. Guilt-ridden, yet desperate for relevance, he went live on Instagram and dropped his own bombshell. "Listen, I know y'all hate me for what happened, but the truth is Travis ain't alone in this. There are people around him pushing him to spend, pushing him to flex. He's not just reckless, he's being used." The comments exploded. Used by who? Spill the tea. Malik smirked at the camera. His own management. The people taking a cut off his deals. "They're pocketing more than y'all think. Travis is too young to see it, but I saw the receipts." Suddenly the narrative flipped again. Maybe Travis wasn't the villain. Maybe he was the victim of manipulation by the very people who were supposed to protect him. When his agent heard the live stream, he was furious. He's trying to drag us down to save his own image. Don't listen to him. But Travis was shaken. "Show me the numbers then. Show me exactly what y'all taking." Silence followed. Fans now debated endlessly online. Was Travis reckless, or was he being exploited by greedy managers? Poor T's talk shows latched onto this angle. Even Stephen A. Smith adjusted his stance, raising an eyebrow on air. If what Malik says is true, then this young man is not just careless, he's surrounded by vultures. And if that's the case, we need to be asking bigger questions. Denise tried to console her son, but the house was filled with tension. "Baby, you gotta figure out who really in your corner," she told him. "Everybody's smiling in your face, but who's really here for you?" The weight became too heavy for Travis. One night, unable to sleep, he called Malik. Their conversation was tense, filled with pauses and sharp words. "Why'd you go public, man?" Travis asked, voice cracking. "You knew all this? Why? Not just tell me." Malik sighed. "Because you wouldn't listen. You thought you had it all under control. I wanted the world to see what's happening to you, so maybe you'd wake up." "You betrayed me, bro," Travis muttered, his chest tight. "And now everyone thinks I'm some criminal." Malik's voice softened. "I messed up, I know, but you've still got time to fix this. Don't let them eat you alive." The call ended without resolution, but for the first time. Travis began questioning everyone around him. Meanwhile, investigators dug deeper. Reports leaked that they were especially interested in a mysterious offshore account allegedly tied to Travis's name. The headlines screamed, "Hunter linked to offshore funds and is college football's brightest star hiding millions." Travis was blindsided. Offshore account. "I don't even know how to open one of those," he exclaimed to his lawyer. But the lawyer shook his head gravely. "It doesn't matter what you know. What matters is what's in your name. Somebody could have set it up using your signature. That's true. You're being played." The revelations sent shockwaves. Fans were split once again. Some saw Travis as an innocent pawn. Others thought it was just another excuse. Jerome, smelling blood, doubled down on his attacks. "Y'all see now? This ain't just about spending money. This is about shady stuff that could bring the whole family down." The Hunter household felt like a war zone. Arguments broke out daily. Denise screamed at her brother over the phone again. "Stop dragging my son. He don't deserve this." His response was cold. He brought it on himself. The most heartbreaking moment came when Travis's younger sister confronted him in tears. "Are you going to jail? Please don't go to jail, Travis. I don't want to lose you." He pulled her close, trying to steady his own voice. "Nah, I'm not going nowhere, I promise." But deep down, he didn't know if that was true. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, an anonymous whistleblower claimed to have documents proving that someone inside Travis's management team was siphoning money into the offshore account without his knowledge. The documents hinted at betrayal from within his own inner circle. The media frenzy reignited. Talk shows asked, is Travis Hunter the mastermind of financial scandal, or the victim of the ultimate betrayal? The world was watching, waiting for the next move. But no one could predict what was coming next, because the whistleblower was about to reveal their identity. And it was someone Travis never imagined would turn against him. The whispers about the mysterious whistleblower built into a storm that shook the Hunter family and the entire college football world. Everyone wanted to know who had the documents, who had the proof, and who would dare bring the truth to light when Travis was already at his lowest. Then, like a bomb dropping in slow motion, the identity came out. It wasn't a rival player, not some faceless agent, not even an anonymous executive. It was his own cousin, Darius Dot. The revelation ripped through social media. Darius, who had grown up side by side with Travis, playing backyard football and sharing holidays, stepped in front of cameras with tears in his eyes. "I didn't want it to come to this," he said, voice trembling. "But Travis deserves to know what's being done behind his back. I saw the contracts, I saw the transfers. People in his management are using his name to funnel money into accounts he never even touched. I couldn't stay quiet. Da! The world gasped. This wasn't betrayal for clout like Jerome's antics. It was betrayal disguised as protection. Fans didn't know whether to praise Darius as a hero or drag him as a traitor. Travis's reaction was explosive. He stormed into his mother's kitchen, slamming the counter. First Malik, now Darius. My own blood. Everybody keeps stabbing me in the back. Denise tried to soothe him, but the rage in his eyes was unshakable. Mom, if he really cared, he would have told me, not the whole damn world. The family was now splintered in every direction. Jerome mocked Darius publicly, saying he acting like he's noble, but he just another clout chaser. Denise defended Darius, insisting at least he's trying to help, unlike you, Jerome. In the middle of it all, Travis's management team scrambled to cover themselves. The lead agent, face pale and voice shaky, called a press conference to deny everything. These allegations are false. Our relationship with Travis Hunter has always been above board. We stand by our integrity. But fans weren't buying it. Reporters shouted, then explained the offshore accounts, while others demanded, "Where's the money trail?" Stephen A. Smith, ever the showman, couldn't resist. Ladies and gentlemen, this has gone beyond sports. This is betrayal. Corruption and family chaos all rolled into one. I warned y'all, this boy was in trouble, but even I couldn't have predicted this soap opera. His words cut deep, turning Hunter's crisis into entertainment fodder for millions behind closed doors. Travis confronted Darius face to face. The tension was unbearable. "Why'd you do it, man?" Travis asked, his voice trembling with both anger and heartbreak. Darius swallowed hard. "Because I saw what they were doing to you. You were too blind to see it yourself. I couldn't just sit back and watch them ruin you, ruin me." Travis snapped. "You already ruined me. The whole world thinks I'm some scammer now. You didn't protect me, you exposed me." Darius's eyes watered. "I'd rather you hate me now than watch you lose everything later." The silence that followed was heavy, suffocating. Neither cousin moved, neither cousin blinked. As the investigation pressed forward, cracks began to show in the management team's facade. Leaked emails suggested hidden fees, shady transfers, and deals that benefited the agents far more than Travis himself. Suddenly, the narrative shifted dramatically. Maybe Travis wasn't the reckless villain after all. Maybe he was the naive superstar being used as a cash cow. Fans rallied behind him again. Hashtag Justice for Travis started trending. People demanded that the NCAA and NFL step in to protect young athletes from predatory agents. But the damage to Travis's personal life was harder to repair. His father, embarrassed by Jerome's earlier remarks, publicly lashed out at his brother. "You put a target on my boy's back for money? You ain't family anymore?" The feud spilled into public forums with fans watching like it was reality. And then came the emotional breaking point. During another live stream, this time with no bravado, no anger, just raw exhaustion, Travis spoke directly to his fans. "I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know who's really on my side. But I promise you this, I love this game. I love my family, and I'm gonna fight for both. They can take my money, they can drag my name, but they can't take away who I am." His voice cracked, and for the first time, fans saw the boy behind the headlines. The response was overwhelming. Thousands flooded the comments with support. Athletes from across the country posted messages like, "Stay strong, bro, and we got your back. We got your back." Meanwhile, investigators concluded their review. And in a stunning twist, Travis was cleared of wrongdoing. The offshore accounts had indeed been set up by members of his management team, who were immediately indicted for fraud. The scandal, however, had already left permanent scars. Sponsors had backed out, family ties were broken, and friendships were shattered. In the aftermath, Stephen A. Smith issued a rare moment of reflection on his show. "I'll admit, I went hard on Travis, maybe too hard. But what we learned is that this young man was being preyed upon. I stand by my words, but I also stand corrected. He wasn't reckless, he was exploited, and that's a damn shame. The audience sat in stunned silence. It wasn't often that Stephen A. softened his tone, but even he couldn't deny the reality. Travis's future, while no longer under investigation, was still uncertain. Would the NFL see him as a victim of betrayal, or as a player with too much baggage? Would his family ever heal from the public feuds and betrayals? Would he ever forgive Malik Darius, or even his mother for doubting him? The saga closed with more questions than answers. But one thing was certain: the Travis Hunter money drama had become one of the most shocking, heart-wrenching stories in sports history, leaving fans glued to every twist and turn, waiting for what might happen next. And just like that, the whirlwind comes full circle. From Stephen A. Smith's fiery accusations to leaked documents, family betrayals, and shocking revelations, the Travis Hunter money drama has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Fans are still reeling, debating whether Travis was the reckless star burning through his blessings, or the innocent victim surrounded by vultures waiting to cash in on his shine. The truth, as always, sits somewhere in the chaos. Wrapped in unanswered questions, think about it: his best friend, Malik, exposed him. His uncle Jerome dragged him on national TV, and his own cousin Darius revealed the secrets that shook everything. His family was left divided, his sponsors vanished, and his career teetered on the edge of disaster. And yet somehow Travis walked out cleared of wrongdoing, but not without scars. Was this the ultimate test of resilience, or just the beginning of more storms to come? Only time will tell, but here's where you come in. Do you think Travis Hunter will bounce back stronger than ever, proving all the doubters wrong? Or has this drama left a stain too deep for him to fully recover? Was Stephen A. Smith protecting the young star with his tough love? Or was he simply chasing headlines at Travis's expense? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because this conversation is far from over. And if you've been hooked by every shocking twist in this saga, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next jaw-dropping story. Your voice matters, and we want to hear it. After all, in the world of sports and fame, one thing is guaranteed: the drama never truly ends. It only waits for the next chapter.